Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to What You Need to Know, your timeless predictive reading. It applies to when you are drawn to watch it. Cross-watcher energies are interchangeable, and there is a free birth chart calculator link at the very bottom of the description box below. I'd like to thank you guys for supporting my channel. It keeps me able to provide you with these free readings. And now for your first card. It's the general atmosphere, the background and the basis of the matter. Number 18 of the major arcana in the Rider-Waite deck, the moon. This can be a Cancer and sometimes a Pisces. This is divine influence. Those are yods hanging in the air above the coyote and the wolf. This is insecurity, some anxieties, fears about whether you're on the right path or not. You are. This is the end of a major cycle, but things are still changing. It's mutable or dreamy qualities in relationships, romance and communion of the souls. It's a metamorphosis within the self. It's qualities for others that are masked for good or bad. You'll need to examine contracts and projects for hidden meanings behind the written or spoken words. It's a time to work with the moon's energies. It has to do with your emotional nature. It's confronting fear based on a past experience. It represents the link between the spirit, the sun, and matter, earth. The moon symbolizes what we feel and how we respond. It's emblematic of all that's instinctive. And there's a lot of creative energy storing up inside. There's a dire desire to be creative, and it will nurture the soul. Your second card, and this is the energy that's crossing over your path. These are your subconscious influences. Number 7 of Wands, Virgo. Now this is fire energy. I was just thinking if I said Cancer, but it's Virgo. This is victory through courage. It's the card of the lion heart. It's Mars in Leo. It's success against opposition. It's having the upper hand. Maybe now the shoe is on the other foot. See the shoes? They're different. This is handling new energies, different tasks. It's certain success. It's being on top and wanting to stay that way. It's competition in business or trade and the completion of a phase. It's deep purpose and valor. It's facing tests. It's courage in difficult situations and beating down problems. It's the excitement of conflict. It can also be discussion, wordy strife, business negotiations, the war of trade, barter, competition. It's defending what matters. And you're now ready to face challenges. And you will stand your ground and fight for what you believe in, and your determination will overcome all obstacles. It's putting up boundaries, saying no to others, holding your own. Maybe there's something you do not want anymore. The moon with the 7 of Wands is holding your own against imaginary threats or insecurities. It's defending your dream. Can also represent the teaching arts. Your third card, this is how it affects you. These are the external influences that you're consciously aware of. Can be your attitude, the 8 of Cups, water energy. This is Saturn in Pisces. It's moving on. It can be travel, the ability to leave something behind in order to go on to new concerns. The cups have not fallen, so there's no disaster. It's just someone knows it's time to move on because there's something missing. It's an emotional turning point and a better future just around the corner. The moon is in both its full and waning quarters, and it indicates leaving the past behind. It's the beginning of something new now. The moon with the 8 of Cups is leaving anxiety and insecurities behind. It's dreaming of your passion. The moon card with the death card. This is your fourth card. I'll tell you that first. Number 13 of the major arcana in the Rider-Waite deck. Death. This can be a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Scorpio could be in your chart or someone else's that you're dealing with. This is a major transformation, a change and renewal. It's an ending with closure and regeneration. This change may be in the consciousness. This can be the birth of new ideas and new opportunities after a time of pause and reflection and discovering what no longer fits in your life. It's not representing physical death. It's a dying away of old habits and old fears or old hopes or old ways of dealing with the world or old relationships. And this experience can seem shattering, but if we welcome change, we find that death leads to new life and new possibilities. This is an opening to something that's more important. There's something that someone needs to give up. This release may be difficult or painful, but the time has come for the new. It's letting go of someone, it's creating closure, it's new life to follow for the better, but the old ways must first be destroyed to make way for the new that's coming into being. It's letting go and letting in the universe, because resisting can cause pain. The moon with the death card is a relationship that deepens. It's intense insecurity about not knowing what is around the next corner. It's emotional responses to having to let go. It's sentiment. Your fifth card. It's the bottom of the deck card. The underlying issue. This is what's unseen. Number 12 of the major arcana in the Rider-Waite deck, the Hanged Man. This can represent a Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. This card is ruled by Neptune. It's very watery. This can represent a sacred pursuit, a sacrifice with attachment and a new perspective. This is self-surrender to a higher wisdom. It's surrendering to what is. It has to do with spiritual matters, wisdom, prophetic power, a pause in someone's life, patience and waiting and reviewing. It's self-surrender that leads to transformation of the personality. And now material temptation can be conquered. It's a sacrifice for a greater good. This is someone that knows their own mind. They're independent with their own values, and they will not be moved until they are ready. This is peace and self-reliance, often following a difficult period, especially one of self-examination. This is a unique point of view. It's being humble, self-sacrificing, frustrated, being in limbo, powerless to effect change. It's surrendering and coping, suffering, experiencing delay, sustaining short-term deprivation for long-term gain. It's controlling by letting go, and that we win by surrender. This is a voluntary giving up of something in order to get something of a greater value, and it's a time of greater understanding. This is someone's life being simply suspended for a time in order to recognize what needs to be changed in the personality in order to embody more light. That's what the nimbus around the man's head represent. It's new insight, awareness, and enlightenment. The moon with the Hanged Man is your need for control, has pushed others away, and leaves you to run everything yourself. The Seven of Wands with the Eight of Cups is walking away from stress. The Seven of Wands with the Death card is the reason you are doing what you are doing, and it transforms your life. The Seven of Wands with the Hanged Man is researching. It's observing and biding your time. It's reevaluating the situation and your position. The Eight of Cups with the Death card is walking away towards something greater. It's going after a dream. It may have been something that you've been through before, and now you're closing the door. The Eight of Cups with the Hanged Man represents stagnation. It's putting a relationship on hold for a while and coming back when the timing is right. The Death card with the Hanged Man is transformation when the time is just right. It's letting go eventually to make way for the new. And now your ViceVersa Tarot card by Lunaea Weatherstone, the Six of Pentacles, Earth Energy, Moon and Taurus. The Six of Pentacles. This side. In this dreamlike image, a wealthy man looms over a village like a giant. Is it a real village, a miniature model, or just a depiction of how he sees his own importance? He is both proud of the little hamlet and protective of it. He needs to have it all under his control, but this may not spring from malicious or greedy motivation. His benevolent watchfulness is dedicated to the people. He truly believes that he sees the big picture like no one else. When you get this side in a reading, be careful that your charitable inclinations are born from compassion and kindness, not from a hidden agenda of control or superiority. Charity should not come with strings attached. If you're in a position to give, do it generously and respectfully. No one wants to be patronized or in emotional debt for accepting a favor. Thanks, you guys, Virgo. I hope you stay tuned in and leave me a comment or a thumbs up. And please subscribe. Now remember, what goes around comes around. So I'm sending you out love and light and blessings. And a little bonus, a video of some deer in my yard this morning. Thank you.